Hey guys, Simon here from Wild Earth, and here in Canada winter is setting in and those nights have become longer and it's become much darker, so I thought today would be a great opportunity to talk to you about my new head torch, the Petzl Swift RL 900. I've been using this impressive little head torch for the last couple of months, and I've been using it on multi-day hiking trips as well as mornings in -15 out doing some photography, and so far I have been really impressed. Petzl really have done a great job here and have managed to pack a lot into a tiny package. This head torch weighs just 100 grams and outputs 900 lumens. The most notable feature being Petzl's reactive lighting feature, and that's what the RL stands for in the name. And what this means is that the power output of the beam reacts automatically depending on the distance of the things in front of it. So when staring out into the distance on trail, you're going to get full power. But then when looking at something up close or looking at a friend, that light's going to dim down. And it's pretty fantastic. It stops you being blinded by the glare of, say, reading a book or looking at a map, and even helps you to stop blinding your friends when you look at them to talk to them. The reactive lighting can also make your battery life more efficient because the head torch isn't using unnecessary power when you don't need it. And this is definitely my preferred way of using the head torch. However, it can make calculating battery life pretty difficult. At level 3 power on reactive lighting, Petzl give a range of between 2 and 30 hours of burn time, depending on how much power it's using. So that might not be super useful if you are planning a longer trip and trying to guarantee that your head torch will last. If this is a factor, you may just want to use the head torch on standard mode, where it gives you a much more defined battery life burn time. So that can make it a little bit more predictable for you. You can switch between the modes really easily just using this single button operation on the top of the head torch. From off, one press will turn the head torch on into standard mode, and then you can press it again to cycle through the levels. On standard mode, you've got a level of 100, 200 and 550 lumens. To get into reactive mode, from off, press and hold the button down, and again that will turn it on. And then you've got several max lumen options as well. It will start at 100, one press puts it into 300 and another will put it into the 900 lumen max. When on the third level, one more press will turn the head torch off. So it is a really simple design and really easy to use, even with a gloved finger. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to work out what mode the head torch is currently in, but one of the easiest ways to do that, and what I tend to do, is actually just cover up the sensor on the front here with your finger and just see if the light does react to the proximity. And that way you'll know if you're in reactive lighting mode or standard mode. The single button on the top also acts as a sliding lock. So you can just slide it to the side there and it will lock the head torch on or off. And I can't tell you how many times I've reached into a pack to grab a head torch out just to see that it's already turned on and it's wasted half the battery life. So with the Petzl Swift, when it's locked, that just isn't possible. The battery is removable and USB rechargeable just via the small port on the bottom of the head torch here. Unfortunately though, it isn't compatible with any of the Petzl AAA battery adapters, so you may find you want to buy a spare and keep that in your bag for longer trips. However, if you're anything like me though, you will realise that your head torch is dead the night before a trip. And it's much easier to charge a head torch than it is to go out and buy some AAAs. So for me, that really has been a bit of a godsend. There is a battery indicator on the top of the head torch here, just made up of 5 LED lights, so you can easily monitor how much battery life is left. But I have taken this head torch away from me for a few days in a row camping and haven't had any issues with the battery running out yet. The headband here is detachable and washable and offers a really comfortable and secure fit. The dual straps at the rear here offer a great way to adjust the size, as well as keep it more secure than it would if it was just a single strap going around your head. There's also some added cushion on the front of the head torch here, and I do find that adds to the comfort, even when worn directly against the skin. I find this head torch doesn't bounce around like other head torches that I've had in the past, so it has been a great addition to running on these cold winter nights. Now finally, this head torch has an IP rating of IPX4. Now that means that the head torch isn't fully waterproof, and the official IPX4 rating means that it protects from splashing water no matter the direction. But I've used this whilst hiking in the rain and it's held up really well so far, and I wouldn't hesitate using it in those conditions again. Personally, I have found the Petzl Swift RL 900 to be a fantastic head torch. It is comfortable, it's secure, it's more than bright enough, and it is really easy to use. So this is going to be my go-to head torch for pretty much all of my adventures now, from hiking, running, and camping. So go and check it out, the Petzl Swift RL 900.